Hi everyone, Rini here, and welcome to my channel. So it's the time of the week again for Sunday Shorts, where we do a weekly roundup of all the cryptos that we tracked this week. Oh, this is not going to be a happy one, but we must soldier on. So in this video, we're going to cover quite a fair bit of cryptos. We have SPS, CGG, Illuvium, Alice, Gods, AXS, POLIS, and Wars. And let's dive in. So first thing is our dear old SPS. Unfortunately, we were painting bullish structures right here where we were forming a double bottom structure. We broke out, but has since then fallen back down the EMAs, and we are once again in a downtrend because of this bearish cross right here. So in this case, from a structural perspective, consider this double bottom invalidated for now. Why is that? Because this particular price level has already gone beyond this bottom, so we are forming new structures moving forward. One positive thing about SPS though is we are adhering to certain support levels. So for example, this particular support level, while we are fighting through it, we are still hovering at around this range. So this support level is around 43 cents. The next level of support, if we were to fall down a bit further, would be around here, 41 cents. And if we fall down further, we have a couple more. So we have the swing high-ish around here. So this one is around 38.8 cents. And finally, we have a price target of 37 cents as our last support before continuation, hopefully. From an RSI perspective, we may start to rally from here. How do I know that? The stock RSI is sort of dragged along this bottom channel for a while now. It doesn't really do that for long. So this has been the longest time in a 4-hour that this has happened before a relief rally comes. So do expect some relief here. Hopefully, we carry on with the positive momentum moving forward so that we can break the EMAs. And that's SPS. Let's move on. So CGG, remember when we last left CGG? We were forming a cup here and a handle right here with a technical target of $2.59. One of the things that I mentioned before that it would be healthy for CGG to sort of backtest this $1.85 as a support area before continuation. It didn't even need to. It just needed to backtest the EMAs right here. So on a 4-hourly time frame, Chain Guardians is very healthy. We don't even test this, and we are sort of doing sideways consolidation on an uptrend because we are above the EMAs at the moment. Pretty soon we'll reach this $2.59 and eventually form another bullish structure because we now have a double bottom right here. So assuming a positive rally this week, expect new technical targets of around $2.95. But once again, we have to break out of here, backtest it as support before continuation so that we can meet this technical target right here and we can meet this technical target right here. And that's CGG. Let's move on. So if you watched my video on Illuvium, we did mention that Illuvium was going to make a decision soon. Well, when we made that video, Illuvium after made the decision fairly quickly, and its decision was to blast off into space. So right now for Illuvium, we have blasted off to the new all-time highs right here, and we have since then backtested the support levels on a 4-hourly time frame. So we are above our 4-hourly EMAs right here, which is actually healthy for Illuvium moving forward because, once again, when you test support levels like this and you come out on top still, moving forward, then we can continue to move on from here. Some of the new targets would, of course, a test of this all-time high. This would probably be a resistance level before continuation, but I don't doubt that we will be able to break this and continue to march on for Illuvium. And let's move on. So when we last left Alice, we did mention that after a subsequent ABC correction right here, we were forming a new 5-wave structure. That 5-wave structure had a technical target of around $44 or the 1618 of this local high right here and this local low right here. Unfortunately, because of the dump, we are sort of premature. So this is now the height of the wave 3 right here, and we have to move our wave 4 right here. And you may be wondering where this wave 5 will be. So that's quite simple. So if I remove the Fibonacci right here, assuming that we have found the bottom already, assuming, of course, we lay down our fibs like that. Then we have new price targets for the wave 5. So the new wave 5 that can potentially play out is if we have a strong rally from Alice, we can still meet the 1618 of around $39.43 before an ABC correction. Otherwise, just aim for slightly lower like the 1272 if the rally is not that strong, or if we are really struggling to break out of here because of the market dumps, expect a retrace of this high of 1 before a subsequent ABC correction. Not all is rosy though for Alice, because on a 4-hourly time frame, we are on a downtrend. How do I know that? Unfortunately for Alice, we have broken structure right here and have since then tested this EMAs as resistance now, and we appear to struggle to break it. So let's hope that we break it, back test it as support so we can continue our way forward. Otherwise, we will start to form a bearish cross right here and maybe expect Alice to consolidate for a while before our further continuation to the upside. And that is Alice. Let's move on. So God's Unchained was a crypto that we have identified where we have currently backtested a support and was supposed to go on a liftoff. Unfortunately, because of the market dumps, our 5-wave projection here has been stunted. So if you watch my Mobox video, this is very similar where you have stunted growth because of market dumps. So the problem with Elliott waves is the wave 3 is the longest wave of them all. So because it got stunted by the dumps, don't expect the wave 5 to suddenly meet our 1618 expectations. Instead, the most likely scenario is maybe from a bullish perspective, it will most likely be here where you have similar length as the wave 3. So if we reach the highs that we had for wave 3 of around $6.49, then that would be a good target to have. It doesn't mean that this is the end for gods. What this means is for this particular structure, this is the target that we can potentially aim for. And if we want to continue to move forward, then we would just have to form new bullish structures. Doesn't look promising though. We may actually eventually invalidate this Elliott wave structure. Why is that? Because we are starting to form a bearish cross right here. So eventually this Elliott structure would most likely be null and void for now, because we are going to form some bearish structures right here before our eventual continuation to the upside. Some nice targets for you to aim for would be this particular support level right here. If not, then we are just back in our accumulation zone before, which is not bad, because for a small project like Gods, because it's so new, given that the run-up has sort of reset itself, if it comes back to the accumulation levels, then even better, because then you can accumulate as much as you want before its eventual blast off into space. And that is Gods. Let's move on. So for AXS, we did identify some bullish structures. Like for example, we did identify an inverse head and shoulders right here with corresponding technical targets of 151 and 156. Unfortunately, consider them invalidated for now. Why is that? Because when we broke through this 138 to the downside once again, we have broken through some key support levels for this inverse head and shoulders. So the fact that price has now fallen back down here, it means this structure is invalidated and we would have to wait for more candles before we can move on. Some positive things about AXS though, it appears to form a BART pattern, like an inverse BART pattern right here. This is what a BART pattern looks like. But this is only a bullish structure if you break out of here like that. So it looks like BART's head, but upside down. If that rally happens, expect the price to go back to the levels where you first started the pattern, like that. But otherwise, if we struggle to break the EMAs as resistance moving forward, and then expect some consolidation to the downside with some key support areas right here before our eventual continuation to the upside. And that is AXS. Let's move on. So I have POLIS right here currently on a 4-hourly time frame. It's between the EMAs. So it is currently forming a horizontal triangle right here. Now, this is the critical point for POLIS though. It's going to make a decision soon because price will coil up, but eventually it has to either rally back up or rally back down. The hope is we rally back up. because we will have a short-term technical target of $9.36, and hopefully this will spearhead our move to the wave 3. If we fall to the downside, then we have a particular technical target of $7.59. But when I look at POLIS on a daily time frame, we are still above the EMAs, so that is very good. We are also still on track when it comes to our 5-wave run-up to $40. This is currently our wave 2 right here. This is the wave 1 high, and if you notice, we appear to be following Fibonacci at the moment, so I expect us to start to climb our ladders moving up. Hopefully, we get a very strong wave 3 right here to the upside so that we can eventually meet our 1618. What you don't want to happen is you don't want a positive momentum for the wave 3 only for a crypto market dump to happen, because that really stunts the growth of the structure, and now you have lower targets for your wave 5. So let's hope that the markets are healthy so that we can eventually reach the wave 3 on a strong level, so that when we correct, it's shallower. Then we reach our wave 5 destination of 40 cents. And that is POLIS. Finally, we have WARS. So for WARS, looking at it on a 4-hourly time frame, we have appeared to form a full Elliott wave structure right here, but on a smaller scale. What do I mean by that? So this is your wave 1, this is your wave 2, this is your wave 3 right here, this is your wave 4, and this is your wave 5, followed by what? An ABC correction. So this is your A right here, this is your B high, and right now we are currently trying to end the C wave right here. So this is on a 4-hourly time frame. The key thing to note here is we do have to break this particular resistance level to the upside so we can continue our journey. Why do we need to continue our journey? Because for WARS, on a larger time frame like a daily, we have actually formed the wave 1 right here, a bigger wave 1, wave 2 right here, and we are still above our EMA. So our continuation to the wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 is still on track for WARS. This is where we now lay down the fibs for the token. So this is your high, this is your low right here, and hey, just nice, 1618 right here. So let's assume that the 1272 is here and the 1414 is at the 1. We currently now have price targets, assuming of course that we have ended the wave 2 right here, that our price targets would be $1.32 for the wave 3, 90 cents for the wave 4 correction, with our eventual destination of $2-ish for the wave 5 for this larger Elliott wave structure for WARS. And that's it. If you like my video, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, let me know what you think in the comments. If you also have other gaming cryptos that you would like me to look at, just leave it down in the comments below and I'll take a look at it in the future. Until then, take care everyone. Bye-bye.